Hello everyone, and today I'm going to give you my review of The Judge, which stars Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Duvall. And basically this is like a courtroom drama type of film. And basically Robert Downey Jr.'s character is basically this Chicago-born type of lawyer who's very funny, cocky, and funny. Basically, he has to come home early on in the film because his mother passes away, and he has to like reestablish and build this reconnecting stage with his father, played by Robert Duvall, because they haven't, um, because he hasn't really been with his mom and dad for a long time, and basically, they try to reestablish a relationship like that, and at some point early on in the film, uh, Robert Robert Duvall's character basically ends up hitting and accidentally killing a person in the street with his car, and he may be framed for actual killing of this person. And basically, Robert Downey Jr.'s character brings him into court and defends him, and basically fights for him, and basically the film will ensue from there. Now, I want to say, based off of this film, I do really like the story. The story is very interesting, and I do love me some courtroom drama type of films like 12 Angry Men and To Kill a Mockingbird, which is one of my all-time favorite films, and The Exorcism of Emily Rose, which I also remember now is actually a courtroom drama type of film. And basically, I do really enjoy the story for itself because I thought it was something really clever and something we've seen before, but not from this certain type of angle, which I find personally really interesting. And from that, we also see the progression and the growth of these characters, which is pretty fun to see. And I will say this: the cast is really freaking good. Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Duvall are excellent in this movie. They both I really do appreciate Robert Downey Jr. in this film because he steps out of his comfort zone. Because the last performances we've seen him get were basically from his Iron Man stage of acting, where he's very cocky, very funny and arrogant, like I said earlier. And basically, he was very good. And Robert Duvall is magnificent in this film. He's very good within this film, and I just think the chemistry they have between each other is excellent. It's very good. And at first, I'm just like, oh, is this gonna be very odd, or it's gonna be really weird? But it's like, no, it really they know when to have those heavy moments, and they know when to have those very calm, mellow moments, and then the film knows how to play its funny moments, which this film is actually pretty funny at times. I was actually kind of surprised by the humor most within this film. And I also want to say that the person Robert Downey Jr. goes up against, who's played by Billy Bob Thornton, he's also really good in this film, and he has a lot of hilarious comeback lines. And the way Robert Downey Jr. and Billy Bob Thornton bounce off each other is really interesting. How those two really come off each other, and also some of the other cast in this film is actually pretty fine. No one sticks out, but except those three performances, and I really enjoy those. No, I'm just gonna say this film is not perfect. It's not perfect at all. From like the point where they basically go into the courtroom drama scenes, all the drama in those scenes were pretty heavy-handed. They weren't so truly needed to be in this type of directing. In this type of direction, they don't need to be that type of drama. Like they need to be a bit more dramatic with a lot more thematic, with a bit more of a thematic, astounding type of feel for them. Whereas like those really emotional, big, heavy moments, but they don't play them, and I do think that's a bit of a risk. This film doesn't play at times. Like I said, the drama is pretty heavy-handed, and I will say the last 20 minutes of this film is very predictable. And I will say that there's some moments with the dialogue where it gets pretty lame. I will say At times I will dare say shit. But I do think the setup for this, and also another problem I have with this film is that it seems like there's no color palette. It seems like the film has. I won't say it is not being. It's not saying is. I'm not saying it's lost on identity, but it seems like there's no identity to the film. Is it grainy? It seems like most of the times it seems like it's very grainy, very grayish, which to me it makes the film kind of forgettable. In my view, for film, that's a big no-no because if I want to be entertained by a film, you need to establish a memorable type of feeling that the film will have for me, and I don't. And I personally did not get it from this film. And also, actually, no, that's all my problems that I do with the film. And those for me were pretty big problems. But aside from that, I thought the story was interesting. I thought the actors were very good, and I thought a good percentage of the dialogue and of the interactions with these characters were really good. And overall, I would say this film gets a 55%. It's nothing special, but it does have some good potential. I'm not saying you have to go out and see it. But it's like if you seem interested within this film, I will say see it if you really want to see this film. But if you're kind of curious about the film, I will say do not see it. So therefore, I will give this film, The Judge, in my view, I will give it a 55%. It's nothing special, but it's not crap. It's not a terrible film. It just has no identity, and it's very predictable at times. And that's my review of The Judge, and I hope you really liked it. If you haven't seen the film yet, I personally will say don't see it because it's nothing truly interesting. Like at this point, I kind of wish I saw The Equalizer instead. But it's like I will probably forget this film within the next few days. Actually, I think I just forgot it. So in the end, basically that's my thoughts on the movie The Judge. Tell me down below what you think of this film and what you personally thought about it. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I will see you within the next video, which will be my Dracula Untold review. Until then, thank you for watching, and remember, stay strong. See ya.